Hello, Talking Fight fans. Thank you once again for joining us on the Neil Adil Show, where we focused this week on Canadian boxers. And who have you found out this week to excite us? What do you got? What do you got, Neil?
How
Come
you
on, what do you
doing,
got?
man?
I'm doing well.
Well,
Thank you.
that's good. We got ourselves another Canadian kid that I think's got a good chance in the near future to challenge for a world title. He's been doing most of his fighting here in Canada, but we're going to talk about him. And his name is Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton. Alrighty. His nickname is the War Machine.
Wow, cool.
Now there is a really cool nickname. I love that one, the War Machine. And the way he fights, he's definitely a war machine. That guy's got some serious power, and he definitely goes at all the opponents with everything he's got. So he's a heck of a fighter, and I think you guys are going to really like checking out Custio tonight. So thank you very much for coming out, checking out the show. Custio was born October 5th, 1987, which makes him 33 years old in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. So he's from the Maritimes. Not a lot of fighters out of the Maritimes these days, but he's definitely one I've been taking a look at, and I really like him, and he's getting better and better with every fight. So he fights in the welterweight division as well as the light middleweight division, and he began his pro career in 2014, and he is presently an active fighter. He, as a young kid, he began fighting at his great uncle's gym in Nova Scotia. He was about 8 years old, so he started out really young, and he fought his first amateur bout at 11 years old. So that's pretty impressive to fight your first fight at 11 years old. That's awesome, amateur. So through his career here, he's really known for his really good punching power. Guys, this guy's got some serious Canadian punching power. I like it. He's got an excellent jab. He uses it in every fight really well, keeps the opponents off him, and definitely throws the leather in there when he needs to connect with that jab. He also has fantastic combination punching. You see any of his fights, guys, he throws his combinations from all angles, and he's an excellent combination fighter. He throws wicked bombs left, right, and center, and he throws really good hard body shots. So he's got a pretty good arsenal going of all his punches and stuff, and he's been progressing and getting better and better and better, as we all know. The more fights, the better you get, and the better the competition, the better you get. So his competition has been getting better, Graham, and we're going to go over that. So in his amateur career, he had a fantastic amateur career. He was the six-time Canadian national champion, six-time, which is super impressive. Congratulations, Custio, on that one. And thank you very much for representing us at the Nationals. He also represented Canada at the Commonwealth Games and the World Championships. And he represented Canada at the 2012 London Olympics in boxing for the London Olympics. And he was one. This is an interesting little thing I found out. He was one of only two boxers to qualify for the Olympics in 8 years, and the other one was a heavyweight. His name was Simon Keane. Was the other guy who qualified for the 2012 Olympics. So he was the first Canadian. Sorry, he was the first Canadian to win a bout at the Olympics in 8 years. All right, so that's an interesting. And he didn't win a medal, but he got to the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Custio, for getting to the quarterfinals and represented the country well. I remember seeing him. That's where I remembered his name, was seeing him in the Olympics. Hey, Graham. And because I watch all the Olympic sports, especially the boxing stuff, and I remember his name. So definitely, guys, take a look at Custio Clayton. He's been a fantastic amateur for us, and moving forward, his pro career is getting even better. So he turned pro at 27 years old, and which is a little late, but 27. And his pro totals are like this: he's had 19 fights, of which he has 18 wins. Graham,
Wow.
0 losses with 1 draw. All right. And he has 12 knockouts in those 18 wins. So that gives him a 63% knockout percentage, which is really good. Anything over 60 is really good, you know. But he's undefeated. He's undefeated. Right on. Another Canadian undefeated up-and-comer. Right on, Bon. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. And like I said, because he's been moving up the ranks so much in the last year or so, he's really getting the recognition that he deserves. Now, fighting in Canada, you know, it's hard because the big fights we all know are in the States. And 4 of his fights, I guess that would be something, all but 4 of his fights have been held in Montreal. So 3 of them have been in Ontario, and 1 recently, his first United States fight was his most recent fight against a really good fighter. So he's kind of been fighting out of Montreal, and now he's starting to get some recognition in the rankings. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing him moving forward, and hopefully his career can bring him a world title, because he's got the chops. There's no doubt about it. If you watch any of his fights, he's definitely got the chops, and he's moving. Every fight he gets better. That's what I gotta say. You know, every fight he seems to get a little better and a little better and a little better. So that's what I'm looking out for. Now, his most recent fight was his first fight in the United States, and it was October 24th, 2020, so not too long ago. And he fought a guy we've talked about before on the show, against the former world champion. Finally, he fought somebody, you know, he's getting up to where he's starting to fight guys with names, so he's getting his name in there as well. And he fought Sergey Lipinets. We know about Sergey Lipinets. We've talked about him quite a number of times against different guys. I believe he had a loss just recently against Jared Ennis a couple of weeks ago. Lipinets was fighting Jared Ennis, and he had a loss there. But he fought Lipinets for the interim IBF welterweight title, and that fight was a really super duper amazing good fight, Graham, and guys in Talkin' Fight Land there. Check out the Custio Clayton Sergey Lipinets fight. It went the distance, and it was the only blemish on his pro record was the draw. So that was the draw. So unfortunately, he didn't win the title that night, but either did Lipinets. You know what I mean? So nobody won the title. But from what I watched and what I saw, he deserved. He got robbed a bit there. I think he won that fight, guys. You know, if I could get some comments on that, it would be great, because I saw it, and even a couple of the other pro guys that spoke up thought, yes, he looked like he dominated the fight a little bit more than Lipinets, and but they called it a draw. So unfortunately, he didn't go home with that world title that he's so craving for, and I'm sure he's going to get another chance, you know, sometime soon. Now, he has won titles, some minor titles, you know, not world titles, but minor titles. So we'll go through some of his title wins. In June 2017, he won the WBC Continental America's welterweight title. And as well, in June 2017, he won the IBF International welterweight title. So he won those 2 titles. December 2017, he won the WBO International welterweight title. 2018, he won the IBF Intercontinental welterweight title. And most recently, and he is still holding those belts. So he is a title holder, just not a world title holder yet, but it's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. 2019, he won the WBA-NABA and WBO International welterweight titles. The WBA-NABA and the WBO International welterweight titles. So he's been fighting, you know, with all those titles won. He's starting to get the recognition. He does have the 2 titles under his belt right now. He's been since 2019. So now it's his turn to get another shot at a world title. And I think that could come, you know, Graham, in the next year or so. You know, let's just hope he continues training, you know, and getting better. And I'm sure he's going to get a shot. Now, the welterweight division right now is rammed with really good fighters, as we all know. I mean, he's going to have to fight guys of Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Yorganis Ugas, guys like this. So maybe a fight or one or two more fights before he, gets in with guys like that might help him out a little bit going forward. And I truly believe that he's got a really good shot, Graham, of getting a title shot, at least in the next year and a half. So Talkin' Fight fans, Neil the Deal Show fans, keep your eyes open for Custio Clayton from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, the undefeated welterweight. He's our Canuck hopeful in the welterweight division for a world title championship belt. So congratulations, Custio, on all the success to date. Thank you very much for the great career so far. Best of luck to you going forward with your career. And I'll be looking forward to you, and I hope you guys will be looking forward to checking him out as well. Hey, Graham?
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I asked you to dig deep, and boy, did you dig deep. There's a fellow who I haven't heard of in a while, and now he's on his upward trajectory in pro career. And I think, yeah, he may not be quite ready to take on the Errol Spences of the world, but certainly he's on that level where I can see him fighting maybe next year, 2 years down the road, without a doubt. I'm with you. That sounds great. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely one of Canada's best fighters right now, moving up the ladder. And like I said, I thought it'd be great to talk about him. And hopefully you guys out there will check him out, watch some of his fights, watch the Lipinets fight. He also fought a guy, I believe his name was Rodriguez. Check out that fight, was a really good, Gabriel Rodriguez, I believe his name was. And that was a really good fight too. So thanks a lot, guys, for coming out and checking out the show. So we'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the subscriptions, and punch that notification bell if you want to let us come and check us out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night.
Fantastic. And just a brief reminder to all the boxers out there who are watching us, we have a new addition to the Talkin' Fight family, and that is a profile section where you can get your free page and profile your stats, your abilities, upload some videos and some photos so that not only can fans check you out, but we on this show can check you out and find out exactly who you are, what you've done, and if we can interview you. All right. So thanks very much, Neil. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm pretty excited about this new feature. I think we're getting a lot of boxers registering, uploading their profiles and letting us know who they are, and we can thus let the fans know and grow that fan base for them. So yeah, so guys like Custio will be able to reach a wider audience, not just out in Nova Scotia or Montreal, where he's probably fighting from, but around the world where he deserves to be seen.
Absolutely, man. Custio definitely deserves a little more recognition than he's getting. He did, like I say, fight for that one world title, and going forward, he's going to get another shot. And I think my honest opinion is he's going to do it for us. The great Canadian welterweight, Custio Clayton. Thanks a lot, buddy. Good luck, and we'll see you at the world title fight.
And we'll see you tomorrow night, Neil. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Graham. Okay, guys, have yourself a